If you find yourself staying up late and looking at your phone, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it. I had this problem for such a long time. I used to stay up till 1, 2 a.m. even playing video games and had an absolutely awful sleep schedule. But I discovered 4 steps that pretty much force you to stop looking at your phone at night. And the best part is, you can do it all today. My name is Charlie. I spent years addicted to electronics but managed to turn my life around. Now I teach people how to overcome their digital addictions, and I want to help you as well. Step number 1 is to adjust the brightness and use a red light filter. One of the worst things about using your phone at night is how much it stimulates your eyes. That's why you got to make sure first thing to turn your brightness down, and I do mean all the way down, but then you also got to use this specific color filter I'm about to show you. So why red, you might ask? There's 2 things that you should know. The kind of light that your phone normally displays is called blue light, and when you're trying to go to sleep, your body produces a chemical called melatonin, which makes you feel tired. And blue light, which is emitted by electronics, destroys your melatonin, which basically messes up your entire sleep cycle. And the red light, which I'm going to show you, blocks the blue. If you don't know how to enable this color filter, go to the settings and press accessibility, then display and text size. Scroll to the bottom and press color filters, press on color tint, and then put the intensity and the hue all the way to the right, and that'll give you a red color. The first time I tried this, I felt a big difference because the lack of color, since everything is in red, makes your phone a lot less interesting. This is why people talk about grayscale, but since this is a night-specific video, you want to use the red because it's better. Step number 2 is to set a screen time curfew. What this means is you take the time you go to bed, and then you take a certain length of time before that, and then at that time you turn off all your devices, absolutely non-negotiable. So for me, I like to do an hour before I go to sleep is when I'll turn off my devices. So let's say I want to sleep at 10:30, I will turn everything off and set my curfew at 9:30. This helps you to relax and makes it easier to fall asleep because for the last hour before you go to bed, you're not letting your brain see any new content to think about. To absolutely make sure that you're not going to scroll, use the downtime feature on your phone and set it to start 1 hour before you go to sleep. And for the best results, you want to pair the screen time curfew with step number 3, which is to keep your phone out of your bedroom. I used to keep my phone in my room at night because I use it as an alarm clock, but then the problem was since it was in my room, I just keep scrolling on it instead of trying to fall asleep, and that kept my brain overstimulated way too late into the night. So you've probably heard the phrase out of sight and out of mind. So to apply that here, if you know your phone is elsewhere outside of the room and you can't just see it like 2 feet away on your nightstand chilling, you're not gonna have nearly as much temptation to just check it one more time, which inevitably is gonna lead to the doom scroll and then cut away from your sleeping time. So if you're like me and use it as your alarm, please get a separate alarm clock. This allows you to have 0 electronics in your room at night and also lets you not check your phone first thing in the morning, which is very important, but that's a topic for another day. Finally, step number 4 is to find a replacement. It's not enough to just turn off your phone earlier than usual or keep it outside of your room. You're gonna get tempted. If you're used to an hour of scrolling before you sleep, you're not just gonna be able to like stare at the wall for an hour and do nothing. But you can replace it with a more calming kind of stimulation. And for me, the go-to is to read a book. Books don't emit any blue light, and I've already discussed why blue light is bad. They also force you to focus on something for longer than like 20 seconds at a time. So if your attention span is absolutely cooked like mine was, it might help to increase that and be a good option for you. When you're looking for something to replace your phone with at night, you want to keep a couple of things in mind. First, it should have either very low or no light, and then second thing, it should just be relaxing mentally. You know those nights when you can't fall asleep because your mind is just jumping from idea to idea? That's what we want to avoid, and that is also what scrolling on the cell phone causes. So when you pick your replacement, make sure it calms you down instead of hyping up your mind. That was my 4-step nighttime routine to hopefully help you reduce your screen time usage and addiction. It's been absolutely amazing for me. It helped me stop like playing mobile games at 1 a.m. Let me know if you get results from it. Subscribe for more similar content. Thanks for watching.